Hi, this is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan is Wallpaper. Today, I'm at the end of a mural installation, a mural from Limitless Walls, one of my favorite wallpaper companies. They do not pay me. They do not give me any discounts yet. I haven't asked them. But this is what you're looking at. You might think it's beautiful. And if you do, so do I. We're together on this. But let me show you, if you're hanging a Limitless Walls mural, I'm going to show you one of the things I'd like you to keep in mind that I had to learn on my own. So here's our first panel. A nice piece of trim will be going on the edge of that. We come to the final piece, and I just want to go over something that just came to mind as I'm doing this. Now, Limitless Walls offers several materials that make up your mural. Commercial. This is not commercial. This is residential. And if you can see the sheen, it has a satin finish. You might be able to see it there. You see the little shine on it? You can see the reflection of the floor. Now, if you have a choice to suggest to your customer to get matte, M-A-T-T-E finish, if your walls are not perfect underneath, matte finish will not flash any imperfections underneath. Now, I had to make the wall perfect underneath it. This is a super smooth glass-like finish, which I skim coated. So number one consideration is, what is the finish your customer is having you hang? If you can get matte finish, that will work to your benefit. Less beauty liabilities. You'll have, it'll show off your work better, unless you can make a wall beautifully flat like this. And I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you, it's a lot of work, and if you're really not good at it, well, hanging this mural is not going to be fun. Secondly, and here's the real thing, if this does not match up, see that? Look at all of the overlap Limitless gives you. Wow, it's more than 1.5 inches. So, and it's real easy to match up, okay? So when you're matching something up like this, you're looking to get this image. You see it's kind of got a left side and a right side, and looks like a bird, right? You gotta identify it any way you can. We gotta move this over. We gotta bring this over. So I'm gonna do that. Now, in order to move the mural, you gotta have water, and this is the secret of this video that I'm revealing. Don't assume that your paste underneath it is going to allow you to just move your mural. It's not. You're gonna have to wet it down so that moving it will become all the more easy. And look at what I mean. You can imagine after this thing dries, it's very difficult to move this mural, right? But not after you wet it. When you wet it, it slides, and that's what I needed to do. Now I'm gonna use 2 hands, and I'm gonna get back on video after I slide her over. But the trick to this is water, water, water. Third suggestion is when you're smoothing this out. Now you can see no scratches on this material. I highly recommend Limitless Walls for this purpose. Watch this. Always clean up your smoother. You see how the water reduces any friction that may occur? It just smooths out perfectly. So wet your mural on the front. Don't forget that. Okay, let me slide this over after having wet it. Fourth suggestion, and I highly recommend this, microfiber cloths. It'll put traction on the product and it won't slip out of your hand and it will clean it perfectly. See how I can slide it? Now just watching your camera. Watch this. See how she slides easily? So I hope to share that with you. One more suggestion for you. Okay. Let me take you up close. Concentrate right here. Especially right here. Am I perfectly matched up? Two suggestions. Number one, I have an underlap. See this line here? Don't stress this product over that ridge. You'll never get rid of it. Don't run your smoother up and down here. You're gonna cause a ridge and you'll take a little of the color off. Don't do that. I'm telling you, that's a major, major suggestion I just gave you. Please don't do that. So I'm just telling you, go easy here. Just use a sponge. You don't need it. You don't need it laid out there. Not yet. Last suggestion on this video. Look at my meetup. Okay, let's take a look. Wow, look how perfect this meets up. Okay, look at these lines. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, is my overlap perfectly over my underlap? There's only one way to find out. You find the same image and you go back and forth. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Quickly. See how she doesn't move? You know what I mean by that. If the image were not met up correctly, watch what would happen. Watch this. I'm gonna move it for you, make it imperfect. Okay, this is what happens when you're new. Now you and I, who hang this for a living, you know that's off already. But see that? I gotta move that back over to make it perfect. But for argument's sake, you think, oh, I got it right. I watched Spencer's video. No, you didn't. Watch this. You see how this dark spot is not over this dark one because it moves when you do this. You see how it moves? You know what I mean by that. If it were a movie, those old movies 75 years ago. So now watch the difference when I move it directly over it. Okay, watch this. Okay, watch. Get it perfect here, come on. Who's happy with that? Are you? Look it up here, look at this. Perfect, perfect, perfect. But don't stress your ridge. Don't make an image on this. Now, are you guys happy with that? Now all I'm gonna do is spritz it down a bit. Gotta get these furrows out nice and gently, pulling them diagonally away. You see, you don't want this. You do not want this. Easy with that. You take your microfiber and you try to pull that wrinkle out. Do not run it over. Get an inch away from it and pull in the opposite direction, because that will show a wrinkle, and that's not the manufacturer's fault, that's your fault. Okay, let's get this beauty into place and I'll show you the results. So that's your final result. It's all cleaned down with a microfiber cloth, wet. Okay. I mean, look at the beautiful luster coming off of that mural. You see what I mean in the lower part here? You don't see a high shine to it, but it's all mural. It's, you know, it's a low reflection. It's a good product to have in your home, but I strongly suggest that you go with a matte finish. So we started with this panel over here, and we continue to hang. You see what the issues are with the double cut and making the entire seam perfectly match. And you have to do that throughout the top to the bottom. And so you're here, find the seams. Just give you a little hint, they're every 48 inches. Limitless walls. It's a good product. When you can see the seams, it's not necessarily because your wallpaper hanger didn't do a great job. It might be his fault, but it may not also. What I mean by that is, if you get a good quality mural that's not mostly paper, paper is bad. You're gonna see the seams with paper. But if you get some vinyl in that product, vinyl, it's real good. You can push it down, it's malleable. And the seams hide more. But if it's just paper, I'll give you an example, photo wall. Oh, they got a lot of paper products. Very hard to hide their seams. Photo wall. I'm just saying, I'm not knocking their product, but I'm telling you, they're very hard to hide their seams. And so remember, I did a video on liability. You want to get to the customer, listen, this product is notorious for seams showing. Now, when you have dark colors, you oftentimes get a white seam because the side of the mural is white. But you're not seeing that here. You're not seeing that at all. You're seeing a beautiful, apparently seamless mural. And that has to do with skill and quality. I would say it's more quality than the skill of the hanger. More quality on the product. Okay? I hope you liked the video. I hope you learned something. If you like the product, give me a thumbs up. If you like the installation, if you like the presentation, let me know. Okay? This is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan is Wallpaper. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click on like and subscribe. Thank you.